Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. I got another tutorial video for you guys, but before we get into this, let's get this YouTube stuff out of the way. If you like the following content, make sure to hit that like button and then share it on your social media. When you share it on your social media, follow me on that Orange Man Bad app. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for all if you haven't done it yet already. And leave some comments underneath the video if you have any questions, comments, whatever. Just leave them down there and I'll get back to you guys. Those are all the free and easy things you can do to help support the channel. If you want to support the channel directly, look down in the description. Use that Ko-Fi link to do a one-time tip or to join as a monthly channel member. Alright guys, let's get into this. Roll that intro. Alright guys, we're going to get into a little bit more advanced stuff. This is going to be a little longer. These following tutorials are going to be a little longer because we're going to work on our exterior location. So the first thing you got to do is find a good exterior location. Now I recommend that you use a wilderness cell because you're going to want to rename it and set it to our farm, our new location record that we did. You can put it inside of like a town, like let's just say Riverwood, but you would not use the farm exterior location, the location record you made for the exterior. You won't need it because you'll be using that cell will already have a location on it. So I'm going to use for the farm, I'm going to type in guard. I'm going to go to world data, location, guard, and I'm going to start at the Doomstone, Guardian Stones location. You remember old Hadvar and the other guy there. The Stormcloak guy, I don't remember his name right off the bat, but these are the Guardians. You guys remember that, right? So we're going to open this location record up, and what we want to do is, so we can go to it quickly, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on this and we're going to choose View Reference. And it will take a few seconds for the cell to load, so I'll be right back with you when it's all loaded up. Okay guys, once the cell is loaded up in the exterior world, you're going to want to give it a few minutes and let it load all up, because if you don't, you're going to wish you had. Now, when you get to a starting location to look at it, you're going to want to take and push the B button on your keyboard. What that's going to do is that will add in the cell borders. See where the cell border is right here? That's going to add that in. You won't need this I don't need this location no more, so I'm going to cancel this. Cancel, just like that. Now I want to put this across the river because I want to put it like over here. Now it only loads up so many cells, so you can't hurry when you go across to it. You want to take your time, because if you start hurrying, you'll have problems. Now you'll see here, because of Hearthfire, I have the clay right here. Now I want to put this over here So I'm going to go over here, and you can tell how this, where your cell's at, because it's over here, and this is the point of interest. Now, if you want to find out what this cell has, you type in your filter in the, still in the location, POI Pine, and it doesn't have the cell's name, so we're going to go to World Cells and give it a minute, because it'll take this up. And this, because the cell you're in is right here, it has no location, so that's okay. That means there's no keywords on it or nothing. All right, so I want to have this kind of in this area, and I'm thinking I want to be over here. I'm thinking maybe over here will be good. I'm going to click on a rock. I can spin around and take a look at what I'm looking at. We got a great big marker up there. That's for dragons and stuff. That's okay. And then you got a little island out here. Now you have to take into consideration also what other mods might be modifying this area. So you kind of, if you have a mod that puts a house in the same location or changes that location, you need to think about that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move up here, and it is, now I'm in this wilderness cell, so I'm thinking maybe I'll start with this. If you click on something and it chooses something else, just double tap 1, and then you can hide that. Don't worry, they'll all come back. So I'm thinking maybe this area right here would be good. So we're gonna have to clean this up, but we want to change the cell name here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna change it in the cell view window, and we're gonna call this I'm gonna use my gamer tag here, but I'm not gonna put a underscore in, because then it will screw with the saves. So I'm going to call this Farm Exterior EXT for Exterior 01. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go to my World Cells and let that come up. Now you can see it has no location, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this for my farm location, exterior location that I made. And image space, just leave all this just normal. Push apply, push OK. Now, what I think I want to do right now is I'm going to want to put a X marker heading in right here for my map marker, and I'm going to do my map marker. So I'm going to go to World Objects, click on Static, and I am going to put in the filter, I'm going to put X marker, and then I get the X marker heading. So we're going to go ahead and drop that right in there. Wherever you place it, push F to drop it to the ground. Wherever you place it, where this arrow is pointing is where it's going to be looking at. So I'm going to use this area right here for my house, because it's pretty flat and I happen to like this area. I got a nice little view over here. I know with my mods there is a with the mods that I have, Sun John's Museum's like right over here, so that's okay. Now, you have to pay attention to the mods you use. You don't want to put your new player home on a existing where you have a player home already existing, because that won't work. You'll have to make a patch for it, and that's a hassle. I operate on the premise that nobody is ever going to make a patch for any player homes that I make, so I don't make patches for other people's mods, because they don't make them for me, so I don't make them for them. If somebody starts making a bunch of patches for my player homes and stuff, then I might consider actually doing it. But I don't use a lot of different player homes or anything. Usually the only player homes I use are the ones that I make. So, I mean, I got a couple, like Skystone Castle. And I don't put any of my mods near the mods that I already have installed. So, that's how I do that. So I got this right here, my X marker. Now I'm going to want to go ahead and I am going to want to type in map marker into the filter, and it gives you one thing. So we're going to go ahead, drop that in there. You're going to want to double click this, go to location ref type and type in map and give it to map marker ref type, just like that. And I usually put it up quite a ways like that, because if you look at it, you see your this yellow ring here is the radius of which it discovers. We can change that. So I'm going to double click this again, and I'm going to go to linked ref, and I'm going to double click there. I'm going to select the reference, and I'm going to select this X marker. There's the X marker. Push OK. OK. And that's where I'll spawn in. Now I want to increase that, what I was just talking about, that thing there. And I believe I'm going to want to, I put it too far over here, so I'm going to stick that right there. And then I'm going to choose my map marker. Now it's going to give me an error when I move it. See? You're attempting to move a tagged ref with a merchant container ref type. What? Really? And something's a little funky right there. It says there's the merchant container ref type. Do I have the reference open? No, I don't. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to our location ref type, and that is incorrect. So I want to change that to the map marker ref type. And that is good right there. I needed it to be in my cell. So that's why I have B pushed with the borders. Okay guys, yeah, I had to take a little break there for a second. And now that I've got my map marker all set up, I had mentioned that I want to mess with the location radius. So I want to go ahead and double click it. So I got to hide this tree. And now I can do this. The radius, we're going to do the marker data first. And we're going to give it a name. The farm. And I'm going to look in this list here, and I'm just going to use the farm. The type is what map marker shows up in game. You can do, if you do it visible, that means you won't have to discover it because it'll already be discovered. And if you do that, it you can also, if you click can travel to, it turns that off. So we want to click can travel to so you can travel to it. And that's good. So the way to increase the radius of this is right here in the extras tab. Now I usually increase it to like 2,000. I double it. Sometimes I do 2,500. Sometimes I do more. And I push OK, and you can see that it changed it. And it's fairly big, but that's okay. Now, if you want to, you can also take and move this up if you want to make sure. They can move the marker up to where the edge of it will always show up. Now, what's going to happen is that this is going to be the location, and everything looks copacetic. So next video, we're going to go ahead and prepare this location to put our exterior models in, because I've got 2 of them, and I'll show you what those are. I'll go back to my interior cells. I'll go to my warehouse. Now I have the farmhouse that I made earlier, but I also have a shack right here that I put together that's going to have all my outdoor crafting in it, and we'll do a video on that. All right, guys, don't forget to save your mod. And remember, if you guys found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. And then you want to then share it on your social media. When you share it on your social media, follow me on that Orange Man Bad app. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for all. If you've got questions or comments, just leave them down below the video and I'll get back to you. Those are the free and easy things that you can do to help support the channel. If you want to support the channel directly and help me get off and underneath the thumb of the YouTube overlords, look in the description. Use the Ko-Fi link for a one-time tip or to join as a channel member on the Ko-Fi. All right, till next time, guys, remember to keep your sword sharp. Don't be a milk drinker. And always watch the skies, traveler.